Tomorrow Woman India, everybody. It's Jamie Thomas here from Wipe Work HQ. As I posted the other day, hope you're having a great day. It's Friday, which means for some people who do 9 to 5, it's the end of the working week. For Wipe workers, it's not. We get the luxury of working every day, which is amazing. So what I wanted to do was just to share with you about why I had a bit of a mini break from socials and also from shooting videos was because I think sometimes in this world, I think I spoke about it the other day a little bit, we get a little bit sort of weighed down and burdened by, I guess, the state of the world, the trauma that is caused by the disconnection from country, the disconnection from the earth in people, and the frustrations that they feel about the destruction of the environment, whether subconsciously or consciously, they spew that out in toxicity. And it can be quite, it can be a big burden. It can be a very big burden to carry. So sometimes it's really good just to unplug. There's, there can be a lot of, like I said before, toxicity in the world, and disconnecting from it, not even looking at it. You can turn it off, you can unfollow, you can not look. It's okay. It's okay. I know sometimes there's that old analogy, I just got to know, it's like watching a train wreck. It's that weird, morbid sort of fascination that we have as humans. But that weird, morbid a part of us can cause trauma within ourselves. So don't look. People rubberneck a car crashes. Don't look. Toxic people posting toxic things. Don't look. Don't need to. So I've been doing a little bit of that, but I'm back on because I want to make sure that we continue posting positive stuff out there. So what I wanted to talk about in this video, and it's going to be a bit of a longie. I've got a Wipe Zoom call with our Wipe workers. We're doing a practice this morning and a yarn. But what I want to talk about is self-care. And I see a lot of people, and I'm one of those people out there, trying to make change in community, in society, in humanity in general. And that can be a burden because sometimes taking care of the earth means two things: that we have to, do it ourselves. We have to make the changes ourselves. So living that lifestyle ourselves, about having a softer footprint on the earth, through our daily interactions with our consumption, our materialism, and things like that. So that's a constant challenge that we do go through, to make sure that we are challenging ourselves to make better decisions each time we do something. That we're not just being repetitive and going, oh, I forgot the green bag, so more plastic bags, or I forgot to say no straw, or I forgot to whatever. But constantly making better decisions in our life, so we're better for the environment. But then, as I've always say, that the default for people is to blame the government and to blame the corporations for the destruction of the planet. But as I always believe, it's we vote for the politicians, and we buy the corporates' products that are destroying the planet. So I, as a collective of we's, need to make that change. So how do you do that? There are some amazing people out there, and look, some people have only got the energy for one thing, and I respect that. But if that energy is going into one thing, then that's great. That's your thing. You do you, we do us, I do me. We've got a big campaign at the moment with local councils about the recycling conversation. Remove recycling off the thing, and actually don't buy products that are recyclable. Buy them that's recyclable, but use less of them, so that there's no need for recycling. If you catch my drift. So I'm not saying remove recycling altogether. I mean, in an ideal world, that would be good, that there be no products to recycle. Everything just you kept or biodegraded, that we wouldn't have to recycle, but we do. So one of our champions is about making local councils responsible for where they're recycling. Talking to local businesses about better practice. Writing those letters. Constantly challenging the big corporations. So some of the things that I'm seeing at the moment is people are fighting for the protection of the reef, the Great Barrier Reef, with the Adani mine, the Carmichael mine, you know, the destruction that's going to have. It's dirty fuel, guys. The small amount of jobs that are going into that mine can be replaced with ethical sourced energy. You know, that a lot of those jobs are going to be automated. So people who live there think they're the biggest mob of jobs, and they're not. You know, it's a con. It's a con. They use that as a con to get into that space. But people have to work that out for themselves. Yes, it might, you know, support 1 family, 5 families, 20 families, 200 families. But you could replace that with a solar or some of the hydro energy place that has 500 jobs for families in that area. You know, just be aware of why deals get done. You know, so there's things like that. There's the big gas and oil companies wanting to drill offshore down here. People are fighting for that. People are fighting for the protection and the saving of animal species. The whales, we're massive on that. We're writing letters, protect, you know, whale sanctuaries. The protection of cultural sites, whether it be sacred trees, whether it be sacred rock forms, you know. So as humans, you know, there's a lot of us trying to do a lot of different things. 5G, I know people out there are trying to raise the awareness around 5G. You know, I don't have 5G on my phone. Yes, the downloads are getting slower. Yes, the data is getting slower to upload. But those towers now are going up everywhere. And we don't know the full impacts of those towers. There was a lot of things back in the day that we thought were healthy, but they're not. So, you know, we need to be waking up to not being steamrolled or you know, to have these things pushed on us. We need to push back passively to make those changes. As a collective, you know, I always say this when I do my yarns, when the power of the people is greater than the people in power, only then we can have change. I love that saying. I can't remember who said it, but it is so true. As a collective, as humans. And the big thing that I keep saying is that, you know, when we're trying to influence other people in making better decisions for ourselves, humanity, intergenerations, the planet, other species, is that we have to do it in a way that's not confrontational. Because with confrontation, we get pushback. You've got to convince everybody to get on board. You've got to convince, you know, don't raise your voice, raise the vibration of your conversation content. Make it so compelling that people go, oh wow, I didn't know that. I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that change. Make them own it personally. Make it about them. Make it about their families. Make it about their nieces, their nephews, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, their children. Make the argument about them, because that's when you'll get change, when you humanize our existence on this planet. You know, one of the biggest things that I see with this disconnection is that people see the earth as an inanimate object. You know, not just, you know, the earth is literally our mother who provides us, suckles us with the air we breathe, with the water we drink, with the food that we, you know, grow on the earth. So, you know, we have to institute that conversation with people. Ancient cultures, right, had that knowledge. They understood that. You know, not just Aboriginal people, but all ancient cultures. And everybody watching this video, all your friends, family, everyone on the planet come from an ancient culture that had that understanding that the earth was our provider. Now, we're getting to a point where our water, now get this, 3.5 billion years ago, a meteor shower hit our planet. All the water that we have come from that meteor shower. We're drinking the same water from 3.5 billion years ago. It's a massive terrarium. It keeps recycling. Our water is now getting plastic content in it. You know, like we're almost drinking plastic. I think it was equivalent, 1 week of plastic is equivalent to 1 credit card. Just go and eat a credit card. Eat that much plastic. So our water is going to get to a point where it's going to be undrinkable at some point. And we've made it this bad in the last 100 years. What's it going to be like in another 100 years? They'll be drinking a milk carton, probably more worse than that, a bucket worth of plastic. So, you know, one of the things that, you know, it's that Wayapa really is about sharing, is about being an influencer. It's about that Mahatma Gandhi, be the change that you want to see in the world. And this is where the challenge comes in. I always talk about this at all my workshops, that beautiful little cartoon that has two split screens. There's a guy on a lectern. He's talking to a big mob of people, and he's saying, "Who wants change?" Everyone goes, "Yeah." And then the second one, he goes, "But who wants to change?" And everyone's like, crickets. So, we have to be the instigator of that change. And then it's about influencing, encouraging other people to join you and give them reasons why. Don't just say, you have to do this because you have to do it. Give them reasons. We talk about in Waiapa, we talk about purpose and connection. So if you have a purpose in life, you're going to be more driven towards that. What greater purpose as a human is to leave this space for generations to come. Because the generations to come are going to be our family, our friends, the family of our friends. That's our role as humans. We've done it for 300,000 years. Our ancestors have looked after this earth for us to inherit. Why are we doing the same? What's changed? Is greed so great? What is it? And I know it's not. There are probably more humans on the planet that care about it. So why are there people who are just consumed with greed and power and ego? Why are they allowed to sit in those positions? So fear, control, promising of better lifestyles, whatever, I think that all that plays into it. It's much more complex than just this small video. But, it's about, I wanted to shoot it to say to all those people out there who are trying to make a difference, who are trying to change, don't stop. You're doing amazing work across the board. I had someone post, I'm trying to do this, raise awareness about this, but no one's following me and I'm not getting the numbers and I'm not, it's like, don't worry about that. That'll happen when it happens. Keep doing you. Keep doing keep doing you. Because eventually, when you keep raising your conversation and awareness about it, people go, oh, I can do that. You might have the energy only for one cause. Then that's good. Let's do one cause. But like us, you might have the energy to do a lot of causes in some way, but do something. People want you to go in this direction. People want you to go in that direction. We're going to go down the ceremony or protest Save the Whales. We're going to come in here and save the trees. We're going to go out here and do this. We're going to do this. Don't thin yourself so spread so thinly that you can't do anything, or you get so overburdened or so tired or so overwhelmed with, I can't do nothing. Do as much as you can do. If you're doing one thing for one place, one cause, whether it be for cultural heritage, whether it be for animal species, whether it be for trees and the environment, whether it be about the destructive nature of some of the technologies that are coming in, whether it be about the plight of recycling or whatever it is. I just want to honour everyone that's doing that work, and encouraging that to other people to be a part of that. And there's enough of us as humans to spread ourselves across all these different things. Find a cause, champion it, make that your purpose to change. That's what we created Waiapa about. That's our thing, is about getting those people who are disconnected, getting those people who aren't thinking about it, connecting them in so that they can choose a cause. This is about the awakening of purpose. So when they do Waiapa, I say choose a cause, choose something that is going to benefit our generations, because only then, when everybody chooses a cause to find their purpose, we'll have change. Don't tell them what it is. Everyone's different. Your purpose, your cause might have a resonance with you, but it might not be with someone else. Let them choose theirs. Because then when they choose it, then they'll be more passionate about it, because that's their spirit purpose. So I just wanted to reinstate that. The last month I've had reflecting on, Waiapa. Our purpose is about that awakening, that reconnection, to get people thinking about what they can do. It's about take self-care stuff, dealing with negativity in a really positive way, sending love, vibration and positive energy to people that are negative, because it's their own trauma. It's their own trauma that they haven't healed from. And I think that, when people are out there disconnected from nature, disconnected from the environment, the earth, is that they're suffering from trauma themselves. And Waiapa is about healing that. It's about that connection back and sitting in that, having that gratitude. So we'll be doing definitely more videos, guys. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe, share it. Beck Dunn, I'm going to do a shout out. I don't usually do shout outs. Beck Beck actually on socials posts our videos around, so thanks Beck for that. I know you'll be watching it because you post them. Thank you. But to everyone, I want to say to all our amazing Waiapa instructors, our Waiapa workers out there, thank you so much for all the work that you're doing in raising awareness around being connected back to the earth. We're having some amazing feedback from people that are doing your amazing workshops, and you know, I just have so much gratitude for the investment of your time, energy and resources into looking after the planet, looking after your families and taking care of yourselves. You are a bunch of amazing people. You know, and to people watching this, please, you know, if you want more information about the practice itself, you don't need the practice, you don't need it. You can be Waiapa without the practice. You know, the things that we talk about in Waiapa are about meditation and visualness and mindfulness. It's about being connected to the elements and aware of the elements. There's a movement element to it. I love doing the movements. I'll be doing it this morning with our workers. I love it. I'll be doing it again later on as a cool down after an exercise session. I just feel so much more grounded when I do the movements because I'm connected to them. But then it's about action. You know, it's about those things, those tools of meditation and movement, you know, the physiological aspects of connectivity is about wanting to awaken that cellular memory in people to take action on looking after the planet, because, you know, that's what's needed in this whole thing. And like I said, you don't need to do that, but it helps. You know, the Waiapa has changed people's lives. You know, some of the different stories that I'm hearing, it was really funny. Someone was negative and said, oh, it's a gimmick. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, it's saved people's lives. It's changed people's lives. I'm like, not bad for a gimmick, eh? So, you know, very blessed to be able to share this space. And so thank you all. I just wanted to shoot a little bit longer one today just to explain some of that stuff, but also to keep encouraging the people out there that are, you know, I always talk about it, you know, like I said, humans don't like things rammed down their throats. It's got to be about a choice. So influence and encourage. Share your Waiapa journey. Share your journey of sustainability. Share your journey about wellness with people. Use that as a topic of conversation. You know, some of our boys, workers are doing it in the prison systems, getting some amazing results with people. Some of our most disconnected people who've suffered trauma, and because of that trauma have found themselves incarcerated, you know, and giving that sense of purpose again through Waiapa, talking about the hunter, the gatherer, the responsibility to the child in it. You know, it's amazing. I'm truly blessed to be gifted with this, and to all the people that support it, to Sarah, to all you guys out there, workers, the people that actually do it, you know, buying the practice, sharing the practice. Thank you all so much. Have much gratitude, and yeah, look forward to more videos. Yeah, so we'll yarn soon. I better get upstairs, I think we're doing the session down here and get ready for our Waiapa workers. Looking forward to it. So have a great weekend, guys. We're coming, you know, we get 6 seconds more of sunlight every day. We've had some cracker of days in winter here, but we need the rain. We do need the rain, and I'm looking forward to some rain tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, it's the longest goodbye, but I'll see you all next week. So I'm looking forward to shooting the next video with some amazing content. So have a great weekend, guys. Wuruk and Yadabi. And this is the bloopers reel because it's not working again.